To have it, crib big just like the church. What's good with y'all boys, man? It's your boy Lotto. We back at it in another video, man. Hey, the weather nice as hell outside, my nigga. It's like 80-something degrees, great weather. You got shirt off, bro. It's too hot. It's too nice out there to be wearing too much, man. We letting loose, we free. We feeling good, man. Great game yesterday. Again, I was wrong. I'm telling you, I said this in a few videos back. This playoffs is one of the most unpredictable playoffs. Like, stuff just keeps coming out of nowhere from left and right. Predictions be off. Certain people be going off you don't expect to go off. Certain teams fold, you don't expect them to fold. It's been a crazy playoffs. It's been some unpredicted events happening, for sure. I definitely thought Golden State was going to get the dub last night. Warriors always, what's their record? Like 40 and 3 in the fucking playoffs the past 4 or 5 years? Them dudes never lose game one. Especially at home. Golden State don't drop that game. That was something different to see last night. But that just shows the amount of, that just shows how important defense is and how much there's a gap between how the Celtics play defense and other teams that faced the Warriors in the past. Nobody was locking up like how Boston's locking up right now. Nobody had defensive player of the year like how Boston got right now. Nobody had at least 3-4 guys that could really lock it up and stop the opposing team at any given moment like Boston got. Like, Boston is coming for blood. They coming for blood. But I ain't backing down. I still got Golden State winning. It's only one game. Golden State's way too experienced. They've been here before. They've seen it all. There ain't nothing they haven't seen before. They experienced. Them boys is hoopers, bro. They gonna figure it out. They gonna win game 2. I'm confident Golden State winning game 2. But if they don't, I don't know. If Golden State lose next game, it might be over. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the series might have to get chalked up if they lose next game. But I don't see that happening. I think they're just too gritty, too experienced to let that happen. But first thing I want to talk about is Steph going off. Steph Curry was torching the Celtics in the beginning. What he hit, like 6 threes in the first quarter, 21 points in the first quarter. He was not hesitant at all. Like, usually when Steph Curry has a good matchup, someone on the other side that can play good defense, you see he'd be a little hesitant at times. He'll try to just like read the defender and see what he can get and try to break the defender down first. He don't come out pulling from deep. Yesterday, we all knew Marcus Smart was going to be on him. We all knew the defensive player of the year, one of the best defenders in the league, Marcus Smart, was going to be guarding Curry. So last night I was expecting him to be feeling Marcus Smart out, him to start off a little slow and then gradually get there. No, that boy Steph did not care. Steph came firing on all cylinders last night. Like, any little space he got, he was pulling that bitch. He was showing Marcus Smart, I ain't scared of you. I know you defensive player of the year. I know y'all was spending this last couple of days trying to keep me and try to figure out how to stop me. It's not gonna work. I'm pulling these holes. I'm Steph Curry. And he was going off, but it slowed down. What I said Steph Curry was gonna do, feeling him out and waiting, that's what Marcus Smart did. Marcus Smart waited a little bit, said, all right, I'm gonna let him get these quick threes, let him get these quick bucks in the first quarter, let him think he hot. And then gradually, as the game went on, you saw Steph Curry started slipping. Slowing down. They started figuring him out. Switching on all the screens, getting out to him. They wasn't worried. So, I don't know what's going to happen. Next game, Curry going to have to keep running, keep his foot on the gas. Have to switch it up a little bit. He had 34, but you know the Celtics going to come even more prepared in game 2. And they saw that in the second half when they slowed Curry down. It was stopping Golden State's offense and helping Boston. So, you know they're going to keep on coming with that scheme. Poole and Klay not showing up. Now, I've been saying this since the second round of the playoffs. I don't know what's going on with Klay Thompson. I don't know what's going on with Jordan Poole. Against Denver, Jordan Poole was having his way. He was doing whatever the hell he wanted. And even in the first couple games against Memphis, if he wanted to get to the basket, he was getting to the basket late. His trade ball was falling. Now it's like he's hesitant and he can't really get anything going. It's harder for him now. I've been saying he needs to figure it out, but he hasn't figured it out. So I don't even know what to say no more. But Golden State is not going to win if he can't step up. You see, Steph Curry had one of his best first quarters in a while last night, and he had a fairly good game. And they still couldn't get it done. They still couldn't find no type of offense in the second half. Why? Because Clay and Poole wasn't hitting. They couldn't find no rhythm. So everybody was just keying on Steph. And when Steph wasn't hitting, there was nobody else to go. Wiggins had a decent game. Wiggins had 20, I believe. But his field goal percentage wasn't that good, and he was on and off kind of, you know? It wasn't really a killer 20. It was like a here and there hitting shots, free throws type of 20-point game. So if the Warriors want to figure it out, the Warriors want to get their offense going, make it easier on Steph, Poole and Clay gonna have to hit their shots. Like, you see, my boy Jose last night, he said, he made a good point. Every time Klay Thompson shoots the ball, he's going for his own rebound. Like, he's literally shooting the ball. You know when you shoot it and you know it's off, so you run for the offensive rebound, try to track it down? That's what Klay was doing last night. Almost every three he took, right after he shot, he was running for the rebound. He's not confident in his shot. What? 2016, 2017, 2015 Klay, he wasn't doing that shit. That nigga was catching that bitch and turning around, bro. That shit was in rhythm. Now it's like, when Klay shoot, you don't know if it's going to go in or not. So he needs to, I'm sure he's been in the gym, but, so I don't know if that's going to work. He needs to take off that headband and lock in, bro. For real. And Poole needs to figure it out. Because them three as a trio, when they're all on, and Draymond's doing his thing where he's playing defense, getting assists, pushing the ball up, they can't lose. So they need everybody to be hitting and on their game. Next thing I want to talk about, the Celtics. The Celtics defense is just too good, man. Like, I'm not saying they're too good for the Warriors because the series is only 1-0. But we seen yesterday a prime example of if you sleep, if you're not hitting your shots, if you're laxed, Celtics is on you. They're young, they're motivated, they're hungry, bro. And they're well coached. They play D. So Golden State, they're going to have to figure it out, man. Robert Williams, I was telling my stepdad yesterday, I was saying Robert Williams, remember I told y'all the biggest factor is Marcus Smart, but next to him is Robert Williams. Robert Williams is their defensive anchor in the paint. He's their paint protector. Last night, I seen him get at least 3-4 blocks that was key. I'm telling you, he's the rim protector. He's the one that's going to get them going. Golden State wasn't getting nothing in the paint last night, Robert Williams down there. He was blocking everything with ease. He had that one lob from Jaylen Brown where he caught it over two defenders. Could have been an and one hanging on the rim. He's too much of a presence down there. And you know the Warriors, who they got? Looney. He's not doing nothing to Robert Williams, bro. So Boston playing great perimeter defense as a collective. Then they got Robert Williams down there in the interior blocking shots, grabbing boards. Like, they was looking scary on the defensive end, man. Al Horford. Somebody need to bake Al Horford a cake, my nigga. Like, do something, bro. Al Horford been going crazy, boy. Since the second round against Giannis. Like I said, that boy wasn't backing down from no Giannis. Giannis dunked on him, talk shit. He's like, oh yeah, I'm ready for you. Come on. He was locking Bam up in the conference finals. Al Horford's doing it all on both ends. Celtics said he's their leader. I can see why. Because whenever he's playing good, it's like it just trickles down through the whole team. Al Horford 6 threes last night. He was hitting his shots he couldn't miss. Derek White hitting his shots couldn't miss last night. The Celtics were just going crazy in that third quarter, man. I couldn't believe my eyes. Not third quarter. It was the fourth quarter, actually. The fourth quarter, I could not believe my eyes. They hit 7 threes in a row. That first 7 for 7. Derek White hit 2 in a row. That second one was crazy. At the time expired. Had, I think, Wiggins right in his face. Double clutch bucket. Like, they just couldn't miss. But Al Horford, I could tell he wants a championship, man. He's playing the best basketball I've ever seen. Nobody was seeing Al Horford doing this in Atlanta. When he went to Philly, that didn't work out. We wasn't seeing nothing close to that. Boston is a team for him, and you could see he wants it, bro. He's really locking up. He's talking. He's hitting his shots. If Al Horford is open, he could book it. You can book the 3 points. You might as well write that shit down in the scorebook if you pull up. He's open, bro. So Tatum or Smart drive to the basket, kick out to Al Horford on that right or left wing. That shit is guaranteed 3 points. And I spoke about Derek White. Derek White, bro. You see, I won't say he's like, I'm not sitting here and saying like he is a like crazy killer or he's one of their best players, but you can see that San Antonio Spurs culture, that Greg Popovich culture, that Greg Popovich leadership and basketball mind that Derek White has, bro. He just plays so smart. He makes the right passes. He knows when to shoot, when he has to find the open man. He has such a good feel for the game, and he hits clutch shots. He be missing sometimes, and he don't always make the right play. But if you see, whenever the Celtics need a bucket, whenever the Celtics need something done, he's there. If they need a shot and he is open from Trey, he's hitting that three. If they need a bucket, he drops to the basket, or he got the ball at the top, he gonna see and find that open man. Like, he always makes the right play when they need it the most. And that's kudos to Greg Popovich, bro. Like, obviously, White is a good player. That's all his skill, yeah. But you could just see the effect Greg Popovich had on him with how smart he plays and how he comes up in big time moments and he's ready when they need him the most. You've seen it every time. I'm telling you, every time they need a shot and Derek White got that bitch, he's hitting that three. Every time they need a bucket, he's gonna be there. He's not, obviously, we know Tatum and Brown are the Celtics go-tos. But I'm saying, if Derek White has the ball and they need something done, he gets it done. It's just he's such a smart player and does things when it's needed to be done. It's the Popovich. It's that Popovich effect. Never gonna leave him. Jason Tatum, horrible game. What do you have? Like 12 points? He had 13 assists, so he got the double-double and was finding dudes. That's just a test to how good he is and how much of a hooper he is. He's always gonna have an impact no matter what because he's Jason Tatum. But he shot 3 for 14, 3 for 17, something like that, and they still won the game. So that's gonna be a huge confidence boost for Boston. And we all know that's not gonna continue. Tatum's not gonna shoot 3 for 17 again. That's not gonna happen again this series. We know next game he's gonna go off. Whenever Tatum has a bad game, he bounces back like no other. So Golden State, I don't know, man. I'm like I said, I'm not gonna back off my pick. I still got Golden State winning the series, but if they don't win next game, they're in trouble, man. They lost game 1. They wasn't supposed to win that game. Golden State has to protect home court. Just like how it's hard to win in the Chase Center in Golden State, it's hard to win in the Garden in Beantown too. And TD Garden, the crowd, the atmosphere is just as crazy as being in Golden State. So it's not gonna be easy. So Golden State was supposed to protect home court. They failed the first time. If they don't win next game, it's over. I'm sorry. I said I'm not backing down. I still got the Warriors. But if Boston wins next game and goes up 2-0, going back to Boston, the series is over. I'm sorry. Because I don't see Boston. I don't even see Boston losing 1 at home, not let alone 2. So, I don't know, man. Boston's in really good shape. Because even if Golden State wins next game, I see Boston winning both at home. They're going to go up 3-1. So, Golden State got some trouble in their hands. They better win game 2. That's all I'm saying. But I didn't even want this video to be that long. It ended up being a little long anyways. Because we just always be rambling, man. But we ramble facts. I love y'all. I'll see y'all probably Sunday.